All over the globe, female athletes are perceived as strong, athletic, healthy girls. However, eating disorders are becoming an epidemic due to the increase in organized sports. In the United States, as many as 10 million females are fighting a life and death battle with an eating disorder such as anorexia or bulimia. One physical pressure is the drive to improve performance. Pressure to reduce body fat in order to optimize performance becomes commonplace within sporting environments. The major status of athletes allows for a female athlete to form an identity around her sport. When an athlete's identity is strongly or exclusively formed in terms of being an athlete, self-worth becomes overly dependent on performance outcomes and success. In many studies, the greatest risk factor was proven to be the coach. The coach is arguably the most influential factor in a female athlete's life because females are more sensitive when a coach tells them they need to lose weight in order to be better fit for their sport. The general populace may perceive this group of females as healthy, but without recognition of these eating disorders, this epidemic could become extremely fatal.
When I'm in my disease, I don't have a choice. I am a slave to my eating disorder.
I surveyed the women's gymnastics team at Eastern Michigan University and found the results to be relevant to my argument. 1 out of 5 feel pressure to maintain a thin physique. 1 out of 4 girls track their caloric intake. 3 out of 7 girls have felt an urge to control their weight by extreme methods. They also admitted to the pressures they feel from their sport and their environment. Many of the girls said the coach. Some think that the coach believes that they can never be too thin. Another factor was society. There is a pressure to looking like a normal girl instead of being overly muscular or stocky. And an overwhelming amount said their mothers. They become just as competitive as their daughters and live through their success.
4 years ago, she was stuck in a vicious cycle of binge eating and purging, up to 4 times a day. How do you get to a point, or what is your brain telling you that becomes what you want to do?
It definitely becomes habit. It's kind of like an addiction. If someone were to have told me, if you do it one more time, you could die, I don't think that would have stopped me.
Prevention, although not an easy task, is imperative in order for this epidemic to decline. Early detection is key. Females that exhibit concern about body composition, social withdrawal, rapid weight loss or gain, and unmanageability in other aspects of life could be succumbing to an eating disorder. Tips for women to avoid eating disorders while training are: replenish fluids and follow a well-balanced food plan. Get guidance. Contact a physician. Avoid looking at calories burned and seek professional help. Lastly, tips for coaches are to provide education about recognition and prevention, make appropriate treatment recommendations, foster a culture of safety, and most importantly, be part of the solution rather than part of the problem.